Hello, and welcome to another JoJoMasu tutorial. This video is going to be a bit different, because I am going to explain what I did to create this video scene, but not all the details about how I did it. There are two reasons for this. Firstly, everything that I did in this video has already been explained in one of my previous tutorials. And secondly, there aren't enough videos for beginners that discuss the flow and reasoning that go into doing things a certain way. In my own learning journey with any software, I pick up the concepts much faster if I know why I am doing something, no matter if it's a new programming language, graphics, or video software such as Create Studio, and in my recent case, the new software I am learning is Cartoon Animator 5. You'll notice that in all of my videos I start off by showing you, the viewer, the end result first, and then I go into the explanation. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to do me a solid and subscribe to this channel. Making these videos takes a lot time, effort, and creativity, and by subscribing and liking, you let me know that it's worth all the work that goes into it. So let's jump right in. As you can see here, I have the timeline from the video that you just watched next to the video itself, so I can point out the different parts. First, as you probably already know, the lower an object is on the timeline, the further back it is in the scene. Here, the lowest layer is the nightclub background, which you can download and use for free from my Assets folder. I'll leave the link in the description. The checkerboard floor is next as we move up the timeline. This was created using 4 squares and the tiling effect masked with a rounded rectangle. I showed you how to achieve this in another video called Outside the Box with CS tiling. Next is the poster that's up on the wall on the right-hand side. The only thing different about that is the fact that it's distorted to give it a 3D feel. Next is the disco lighting effect, which was created using the particles component. I've used this effect before, and I've explained how I've done it in other videos. I find it gives a nice effect when you're doing a nightclub scene or something that needs to have fast-moving lighting. I wanted it to light up the floor, walls, and poster, so it was placed above those tracks on the timeline. I didn't want it to distract from Lenka, the crowd, or the JoJoMasu sign, so I placed it under those tracks. Next up is Lenka. Now, Lenka was created partially inside of Create Studio and partially in Cartoon Animator 5. I have experimented in the past with having 3D characters doing movements that are not native to Create Studio, but this is the first time I have taken a character into another software to animate. The dancing and the fist pump are part of Create Studio, but the arms waving to the spectators is generated in Cartoon Animator 5. Moving on next is the crowd of spectators. These are all Create Studio characters facing away from the camera. The crowd can be downloaded from my Assets folder as well. A warning, though, it makes your video very, very heavy. My suggestion is to render the crowd as an MP4 video and then use that for your animation. It will make a world of difference. Next is the crowd sounds. I download a lot of sounds from freesound.org. This track ion, the timeline, can go anywhere, but I like to keep it close to the track where it is being used, in this case, the large crowd. Finally, we have the nightclub sign, Club JoJoMasu. I wanted to create a neon flashing effect under the word club, so I duplicated the word club, enlarged it slightly, and put it in a group so I could use the batch animation's opacity feature to make it blink rapidly. Well, there you have it. I hope this video was insightful. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments, either here or at the Create Studio Facebook group. Until next time, keep animating. The more you practice, the better you'll get.